Hello and welcome to the March of March. I'm Manju from San Joaquin Delta College's DCTV. We are here at the state capitol marching for our education. Let's take a look at some of the people over here. There's supposed to be a reported over 1,000 people over here protesting for their education. Education is a right, not a privilege. We're going to take a look at some people later on. We'll interview them and see what they think of this. Hello and welcome back. We are with Sean Riley, who is representing the Lodi News Sentinel and the San Joaquin Delta College newspaper, The Collegian. Welcome, Mr. Riley. Tell us a little bit about this march.
It's very interesting. We had more people this year than we had last time, because we had 15 people last year. This was a bigger crowd for Delta College students coming up here. This is awesome. Hopefully they will listen to us and not cut our education.
All right, great. Now, as far as the march goes, what's going on right now? What's the update right now? Are we waiting on the state capitol? Or are we waiting on them to come out?
Last time we waited for some assemblymen. Like, we just had one come out. If they want to come out, they'll come out. But we're just waiting for them. Just get the budget done, where it will not hurt education. Start cutting places where it will not hurt that much of our people.
Okay, well, there you go, folks. Sean Riley from San Joaquin Delta College, The Collegian, and Lodi News Sentinel. This is Manju from DCTV. Hello and welcome back. We are meeting with Patrice Burke, representing the ASBG and San Joaquin Delta College. Welcome, Patrice. We're glad to have you here today with us. Now, what is your goal of this march?
The march is to let people know that we're looking at $1 billion in possible budget cuts to the education system, which means that that's the ending of summer school. The cutting of 400 section of classes is what they're looking at Delta to be more specific. To look at what's happening with our communities, and that if we don't have money for education to serve all students, what's going to happen to our education base. $1 billion is huge, and within the next about 3 to 5 years, they're looking at 12 million being cut.
Wow, do you think that we're going to be able to be successful at this march?
I think today's a start. We have to continue this message. We have to do things to let the legislators know that we are here, that we are students, and we're 2.9 million students strong. We're a huge constituent group, but we have to go out, get them and vote in June to keep the taxes that are in place there to have that happen. But we have to tell them the importance, because it's not about us, it's about our children, our families, reentry students. It's about so many students. And what are we going to do to ensure education is what we do? Unless the students' voices are heard, unless we come alive and say what's going on and what's happening, and we make everybody aware that without an education, our community bases will break down, that we're not going to have an educated workforce. What is going to happen to our communities? What's going to happen to where we live? Stockton, California alone is the highest foreclosure rate, the highest job loss. And now we're telling you can't go to school either. So tell me what's going to happen to where we live and what's going to happen to our community college. We have to have education. It's important, and without it, what happens to us and where we live.
Is it possible to do a compromise with this higher raising of tuition, like books are free or major discounts at breakfast, lunch at the bars?
Well, the bars. Well, I would say,
School bar. I'm at the school bar. The lunch dinner hall.
Well, what they're looking at is they're looking at a good chance of it going up $10. Okay, so chances are it's going to go $26 to $36 a unit, but they're talking about it going to $66 a unit, and that's where the problem comes in. Is that students can't afford now what they're doing. What's going to happen? So we have to talk about how they want. Budget cuts are coming. There's nothing we can do. But it's $5 million or $12 million. If we don't get this through and voted on, it's going to be $12 million to San Joaquin Delta College. And other colleges are looking at $16 to $24 million. Wow. It's crazy what's going on. But without an education, what are we going to do, and what's going to happen to all the students in our high school? My own daughter, who's 10 years old. My daughter is coming in next year. What's going to happen?
Wow. Well, thank you, Ms. Patrice. I hope that this march is going to lead a better education for all of us over here. Thank you very much for we're glad to have you here with us.
I'm so glad that you guys are here.
Thank you.
Go Mustang.
Manju from DCTV. Thank you. We're here today with Alex Pater, the president of Student Senate for the California Community Colleges. So what did you think about this march?
I think it was a great turnout. Every year the march has been bigger and bigger, and this was the biggest one of them all, and so we're very pleased with the turnout, and we're hoping that the state legislators inside will heard our voice and will give the people of California the opportunity to vote.
Awesome, great. So did you have an opportunity to talk to some of these students? Like, were they outraged?
If you're going to wake up before dawn, drive halfway across the state, and walk 1.5 miles in the rain, you're going to be outraged about something. So yeah.
Awesome. All right, so what's in store for us next?
What's in store for us next? We have Hands Across California, which is another big event we're doing where we're going to be linking arms all the way up from north in Sacramento and Sierra College, all the way down south to San Diego City College, and that us all linking arms is going to bring a lot of media attention and really bringing notice to within everybody's communities of the importance of higher education, in particular community colleges.
Awesome, great. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Mr. Pater. Okay, we're here with Daniel Shedd from Region 9. Can you tell us what area is that?
Region 9 is located in Southern California. It represents the 13 colleges in the San Bernardino and Riverside counties.
Awesome. So what is what is your goal for being here today?
Our goal here being here today is to represent those 400,000 students that are going to be left out should the voters not have a chance to decide in the June primary election. We're here to represent the almost 3.1 million students that are in the community college system, which represents 112 community colleges statewide. My college alone, we have 13 colleges that are active and ready, and we had 253 students from our region here today representing the Inland Empire.
Wow. So what do you think about this march? Are you guys, do you want to have more? You think there's more in the future?
Yeah, this seems to be a yearly, collaboration of all the system partners that come together and rally for education. We stand in unity and transparency and inclusiveness, and this is something that will continue throughout the system because we need to bring notice to these legislators here in this building that represent us statewide. We need to let them know that we're not going to tolerate the cuts, that we want our education, we are the future, we want the opportunity to vote. We need to let them know that we need to let the voters decide. We are a democracy.
Are you satisfied with the outcome today?
I'm very satisfied with the outcome today, despite the weather, but just like one of our assemblymen said, maybe it's the gods raining down on us, tears of sadness that the cuts are imminent, that if we don't stand up for our right to vote, if we don't stand up for what we want and for our education, they will cut it, they will leave us out. So we need to be here in unity and showing them that we will not be left behind.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel Shedd, for being here.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be at this March of March. Okay, well, this was the March of March. This is Manju from DCTV.